My dear students, welcome to our 6th online lecture. As in the last lecture, I have explained about the banking of road. What is mean by banking of road? And there we have find the expression for safe speed for a vehicle when it move along a bank road. According to your new syllabus, it is given in the book on page number 6. And you will find that there are the three diagrams given for the same case, that is for the bank road. First, we have find the expression for safe speed, that is Vs is equal to, what is that safe speed? Vs is equal to under root Rg tan theta. When we find that safe speed on a bank road, when the vehicle is moving on the bank road, we consider there only the normal reaction force which is perpendicular to the road surface and the weight mg acting vertically downward. In that case, there is a only force acting on the vehicle is n sin theta, which is directed along the center and that provide the centripetal force. And by considering that, we have find that equation Vs is equal to under root Rg tan theta. That is the most safe speed with which the vehicle can pass on a given bank road. But in practice, in daily life, the vehicle cannot pass with the same speed on the bank road. Its velocity may be sometime minimum and lower than that safe speed, and sometimes the velocity may be maximum than that safe speed. So that it is necessary to find out the lower speed limit and higher speed limit for a given bank road, that is given in your syllabus. So today I am going to discuss how to find that lower speed limit and higher speed limit for a given bank road. So here, see here, first we discuss about the lower speed limit on a bank road. We consider that let V1 is the lower speed limit. So to find that lower speed limit, we here consider the frictional force along with the normal reaction. When we find the safe speed, again listen, when we find the safe speed Vs is equal to under root Rg tan theta, we neglect this frictional force and we consider only the normal reaction force and the weight mg acting vertically downward. But here we consider the frictional force also. Now the frictional force helps in somewhat with the along with the n sin theta, and we see here the role of frictional force and we find the lower speed limit. Now first we find the lower speed limit. Suppose we consider the lower speed limit is V1. Here again we consider a same vehicle of mass m moving on a bank road. Let theta is the angle of banking. Let m is the mass of the vehicle. R is the radius of bank road. And suppose your vehicle is moving on that bank road with minimum speed, lower speed, that is V1. So to pass the vehicle with the minimum speed, we must say that here we get the condition V1 should be less than under root Rg tan theta. What is it under root Rg tan theta? That is the safe speed, Vs. So V1 should be less than Vs. For that, as V1 is small, the centripetal force m V1 square by R also less than n sin theta. Now see here, again we consider what are the forces acting on the vehicle. Same as in the last case, n is the normal reaction force which is perpendicular to the road surface and perpendicular to the vehicle, and that n is resolved into two components, n cos theta and n sin theta. The weight mg acting vertically downward. Along with these two forces, the normal reaction and the weight, we consider here the frictional force. See here, the frictional force Fs is acting along the road surface, along the inclination of road surface, but in the upward direction when the vehicle is moving with the low speed. When the vehicle moving with the low speed, this tire, outer tire, will experience the force of friction in the upward direction of the inclination of the road. And here again, this angle, according to geometry, this angle is also theta. We find again, we resolve the force of friction into two components, Fs cos theta horizontal component and Fs sin theta vertical component. Now see here, what are the resultant forces acting on the vehicle? The weight mg acting vertically downward. Opposite to that, there are the two forces, n cos theta and fs sin theta. Both are perpendicular, both are parallel to each other and acting in the same direction, opposite to mg. The fs cos theta and n sin theta are exactly opposite to each other. So that we can write here the equation for centripetal force. How we can write the equation from that? We can say that the centripetal force m into v1 square upon r is equal to n sin theta minus fs cos theta, because they are opposite to each other. N sin theta minus fs cos theta. This is our one equation. Centripetal force is equal to n sin theta minus fs cos theta. Now we can say the weight is balanced by both these two forces, n cos theta and fs sin theta, as they are acting in the same direction. So we can write the second equation here. mg is equal to n cos theta plus fs sin theta. Now we have to find the equation for v1. So again we divide these two equations. When we divide the left hand side, m v1 square by r upon mg, m get cancelled and we get the equation v1 square upon rg. Here in the numerator, I write this equation same, n sin theta minus fs cos theta upon n cos theta plus fs sin theta. Now we put the value of fs here. As we know that fs is equal to mu s into n. We know this equation. Limiting force of static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction, and that's why fs is equal to mu s into n, where mu s is the coefficient of static friction. You have learned this equation in your 11th class. We put here in place of fs. So we get v1 square upon rg is equal to, if I put here the value mu s n, here also mu s n, n will be in the both the terms and here also n present in both the terms. When we take out it will get common and it will get cancelled, and we get the equation sin theta, as n is removed, minus at the place of fs we put mu s into n is common, so mu s into cos theta, and here you get n cos theta, sorry, not n, only cos theta because we have cancelled n already, plus mu s sin theta. This is the equation for v1 square upon rg. Now what we do here, we divide both numerator and denominator by cos theta. Means I write here sin theta upon cos theta minus mu s cos theta upon cos theta. Again here in the denominator, cos theta upon cos theta plus mu s sin theta upon cos theta. Both the numerator and denominator is divided by the same term, that is the cos theta. So I get here tan theta minus mu s. Cos theta get cancelled. Here again cos theta get cancelled. I get 1 plus mu s tan theta. This is the equation for v1 square upon rg. So that we can say v1 square is equal to rg, and in bracket tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta, and therefore v1 is equal to square root of that. So we get the final equation v1, or we can call it as v minimum, that is equal to under root of rg. In bracket we can write here tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. This is your equation for minimum speed when the vehicle is moving along a bank road. The vehicle can move with this minimum speed. See here, if mu s is equal to tan theta, the minimum speed may be equal to 0. Again, we find here, how we find this equation? We have consider only the forces acting on the vehicle. Here the forces acting on the vehicle are, one is the normal reaction force, one is the weight, and one is the frictional force. Actually there are the three forces, main three forces: frictional force, normal reaction, weight mg. Weight mg acting vertically downward. The normal reaction resolved into two components as seen earlier. The Fs is resolved into again two component, Fs sin theta vertical component, Fs cos theta horizontal component. Here the horizontal component of frictional force is opposite to the centripetal force, and that's why we have write this equation mv1 square by r is equal to n sin theta minus Fs cos theta. Because they are opposite to each other, we take their subtraction here. We put here the negative sign. And the weight mg is balanced by both these forces, n cos theta, vertical component of normal reaction, and Fs sin theta, vertical component of frictional force. We add that and we can say it balance the mg. We get this equation mg is equal to n cos theta plus Fs sin theta. These two equations are made, and then by following this you can obtain this equation easily. I divide that equation, we get v1 square by rg. Then I put the value of Fs, that is mu s n. I get this equation. Then I divide both the numerator and denominator by cos theta. You will get this equation v1 square by rg is equal to tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. From that we get v1 square is equal to rg into this equation. So that we can write v1 is equal to v minimum, that is under root rg tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. In your book these equations are given directly, so you must solve it in your book. You will get it in notes also. Now we find the upper speed limit. To find the upper speed limit, that is the maximum speed v2, we can say that the condition, this maximum speed must be greater than the most safe speed, that is under root rg tan theta, means the centripetal force should be greater than the horizontal component of n, that is n sin theta. As the centripetal force is more than this n sin theta, if the frictional force we will not consider that frictional force. In that case, this n sin theta will not provide the proper centripetal force and the vehicle may skid, because we are moving our vehicle greater than the safe speed. Yes, by increasing its speed. In that case, the frictional force provide here also the centripetal force along with the normal reaction force, that is n sin theta, and frictional force plays here also the important role. So how to find the equation for v2? We can follow the same equation. Again we can write here the centripetal force is equal to n sin theta plus Fs cos theta. We get this equation m v2 square upon r is equal to, I can say, n sin theta plus Fs cos theta. This one equation. And second equation now, mg and Fs sin theta are in same direction and n cos theta is opposite to it. So I can write mg is equal to n cos theta minus, because these two forces, these two vectors are opposite to each other, n cos theta minus Fs sin theta. Again I divide these two equations. I get v2 square upon rg is equal to, I can say, n sin theta plus Fs cos theta upon n cos theta minus Fs sin theta. Again I put the value of Fs here. I can say Fs is equal to mu s into n, coefficient of static friction into normal reaction. When I put here mu s into n, again n get common in the numerator, n get common in the denominator, it will get cancelled and we get here the term mu s. So I can write v2 square upon rg is equal to n sin theta plus mu s cos theta upon n cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Now again I divide both the numerator and denominator by the same terms cos theta. When I divide here sin theta upon cos theta, I get here n into tan theta plus mu s cos theta get cancel. When I divide here, sorry, n is cancel here, tan theta plus mu s, and here you get n is cancel already, cos theta upon cos theta, that is equal to 1 minus mu s into tan theta, that is v2 square upon rg. I neglect here one term. See here, when we divide this equation by cos theta, sin theta upon cos theta we get tan theta, and cos theta upon cos theta get cancel. I get here 1 minus mu s tan theta, and this is v1 square upon rg. We write here that term. See, n get cancel, and you can say sin theta upon cos theta minus mu s cos theta upon cos theta upon n is cancelled because we put here mu s is equal to mu s into n, and n is common. Again I can write here cos theta upon cos theta minus mu s into sin theta upon cos theta. See here, now you will get it clear. v2 square upon rg is equal to, you will get tan theta minus mu s, cos theta get cancelled, and here tan theta, sorry, 1 minus mu s tan theta. So I can write the final equation. v2 is equal to under root of, when I take rg in this side, rg in bracket, we can say tan theta plus mu s upon 1 minus mu s tan theta. This is your equation v2 for the maximum speed limit along a bank road. I explain by comparing this because in both the cases we follow the same analogy and we obtain the equation. See here what is the difference. In the minimum velocity we get in the numerator tan theta minus mu s. Here in the numerator we get tan theta plus mu s. The equation is same. In the denominator here we say 1 plus mu s tan theta. Here we get 1 minus mu s tan theta. Negative sign is in the denominator and here the positive sign is in the denominator. So when we increase the value of theta, here the value of v1 decrease and here the value of v2 increase. If I put here theta is equal to 45 degree, and what is the maximum value of mu s, coefficient of static friction, it is 1. When I put that value mu s is equal to 1 and theta is equal to 45 degree, you will get the maximum speed, that is infinite, and you may move your vehicle with the maximum speed along that bank road. So these are the minimum speed and maximum speed along a bank road. Thank you.